Ready in full swing, of course, with tomorrow marking one of those really important dates. It's called Giving Tuesday. Now, this is a time when folks can sort of give back and celebrate generosity worldwide. And the United Way of Forsyth County is now hoping that our community also supports tomorrow as well. This is so that they will be able to continue operating one of their biggest initiatives that they have there.
Yeah, here with us now is Antonia Monk Richburg. She is the president and CEO of United Way of Forsyth County. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
I'm glad that you're with us today. I think United Way is one of those organizations we all know they're a big part of our area. We all know that there's a lot of good to be done here. Can you talk about some of the more specific things that they help the community?
So our local United Way, we address problems like homelessness, the third grade reading proficiency. We've been focused on ways to help families get out of poverty, focused on economic mobility. And today we're really thinking about the needs that our community has as it relates to our children. And if we're going to increase proficiency in school, we've got to focus in on those things that they're doing in the summer so that we don't have what's called that summer slide. The statistics indicate that about 25% of our students end up losing about 25% of what they've learned over the summer. And so we want to be able to capture that and ensure that going forward, that's not an issue for our students.
Absolutely, 25%. That's a staggering amount to be losing just over maybe the course of even just 2 months in that amount of time. So Antonia, we know it's Giving Tuesday tomorrow. There's going to be some focus there on the initiatives that you guys have going on. So what is your exact goal to raise for tomorrow?
You mean in terms of the financial goal?
Yeah, absolutely. What are some of the financial goals, and is maybe some of the goals of getting the word out as well?
So we want to get the word out that it's important for us to support the summer programming. We want to be able to provide summer enrichment programs for as many children as possible that are within our Place Matters initiative with regard to the 13 neighborhoods that we've supported over time. And so we want to be able to ask our community to support us as we work to ensure that children that are living in poverty have an opportunity to participate in summer enrichment camps. We want to make sure that they have that academic boost, as well as some of the other activities that children like to do over the summer. We'd love for them to be able to participate in swimming and other activities that enrich their lives as they go through the summer. And then, of course, we want to make sure that they are proficient in reading and they have opportunities for a math booster and those types of things. And so we're really excited about the opportunity for Giving Tuesday, and we're asking our community if you'll just help us to help our children with regard to this. If we can get each member of our community to perhaps give us $100 each, that would help tremendously with making sure that we have children that are able to go to summer enrichment camps this year.
I think you're right. I think it's an absolutely important program to have available for students of all kinds, whether it be, just swimming lessons to allowing them to have some fun while also helping to boost scores during the regular school year. Antonia, can you talk about more specifically about why you think extended learning is important for struggling students?
Well, when you think about our students, and we have this goal that we want to have children that are reading proficiency by the 3rd grade, then we need to figure out how do we mitigate the loss that they have over the summer. So how do we extend that learning through the summer? We recognize that otherwise they're going to be limited in terms of the activities that they can participate in, and as a result of that, they may end up going back to school and be less proficient than they were when they ended the school year. We don't want that. We want them to be able to continue to progress. In order for them to continue to progress, then we have to have things that are going to ignite some excitement with regard to education. So we want to be able to have them reading during the summer, finding some great books for them to read, helping them to shore up in the areas where they've been struggling during the school year. And then they'll go back to school in August, ready to learn. They will not have had a loss in terms of what they gained during the school year, and they'll be able to be on grade level. And so that's what we're focused on. We don't want our children to be behind. When we think about the fact that we have approximately only 39% of our students that are reading at 3rd grade reading proficiency, that is really disheartening. And United Way wants to be a part of the solution to addressing that in our community.
Absolutely, Antonia. And there are some people also at home in our community who may not have the money this time of year to be able to donate financially, but how can we donate our time if we're interested?
Absolutely. So we are always looking for volunteers here at United Way. We have on our website where you can sign up to be a volunteer, and that allows you to volunteer at a number of the agencies that our United Way supports through our capital campaign, through our campaign that we have each year. We raise funds that then support so many of the nonprofits that are here in Forsyth County. And so just go to our website and sign up, and we will contact you and set you up for a volunteer opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, that sounds fantastic. Thank you so much, Antonia, for giving us your time this morning and explaining about all of those fantastic programs that United Way has going on. So if you do want to find out about some more of those summer programs and, of course, their initiative of Giving Tuesday tomorrow, just head to that website that's there on your screen now. Best of luck to you guys tomorrow, Antonia.